When we think of the most powerful forces in history, our minds usually go to the obvious. Massive armies, rigid laws, or the sheer weight of religion and money. But there is another force, one that every emperor, king, and dynasty has relied on to survive: beauty. While a battalion of soldiers can capture a city, they cannot make the people inside love the conqueror. For that, you need something more subtle. You need art. Today on Wise Circuit, we're exploring why art has never been just art, and how cultural supremacy is actually the most effective form of conquest ever devised. In the 17th century, France spent an exorbitant amount of money to make Paris the absolute center of the art world. They founded academies to standardize the French language and commissioned massive works of art, not just to decorate rooms, but as a strategic move of cultural supremacy. The brilliance of this strategy is that it creates a form of conquest that the conquered themselves actually celebrate. Think of Renaissance Florence under the Medici. They didn't just fund painters for fun, they used art to stake a claim on the authority of ancient Rome. By making a Florentine taste the standard for civilization, they ensured that other nations would subordinate themselves willingly. When you control the definition of what is civilized, you no longer need to invade your neighbors. They will try to imitate you instead. Why is setting the standard so powerful? Because it creates a template for how the world is measured. When a dominant power, like the French Academy in the 1600s, standardizes language and artistic expression, they aren't just protecting a culture, they are establishing themselves as the arbiters of civilized expression. If your architecture, your literature, and your aesthetic are viewed as the peak of human achievement, your way of seeing the world becomes the default lens for everyone else. It is the ultimate soft power. Instead of arguing that your system is better, you simply make your system so beautiful and awe-inspiring that no one wants to live without it. There is a psychological reason for this. As humans, we don't primarily experience the world through logic or cold arguments. We experience it through beauty and awe. Think of the massive, gleaming headquarters of modern tech giants, or the hyper-stylized design languages of brands like Apple. They aren't just selling a function, they are creating an aesthetic infrastructure that we feel we must belong to. If art were merely decorative, the most powerful people in history would have spent their fortunes solely on weapons and never given an artist a second thought. Instead, they have treated artists as essential infrastructure, as vital as roads or bridges, because they knew that beauty is the bridge to the human soul. Art is never just art. It is the language of authority. It is the force that turns a regime into a civilization and a ruler into a legend. When we admire a masterpiece in a museum, we aren't just looking at paint on a canvas. We are looking at the remnants of a strategic claim on power that still influences how we see the world today. If you found this exploration of beauty and power insightful, please like this video and subscribe to Wise Circuit. We're here to break down the complex codes that shape our reality. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. How has beauty influenced your view of power? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next circuit.